Hey, I'm Jessica with Miley Baby Do It, and if you want to make this cute shirt for your handsome son, look at that smile. Just keep watching. Okay, y'all, see, so I have my pattern pieces cut out. I have my back, which is cut on the fold, and the top part of my back here. My collar, 2 collar pieces, 2 collar stands. I'm doing the short sleeve version, so you should have 2 sleeves, and my shirt front, which was cut mirror image like that. And then I have 2 pieces. I just cut one, made it 1 inch, but I got 2 pieces of lightweight interfacing and the buttons that I will be using. So, and you're gonna need some pins, of course, a ruler, whatever ruler you want, and a fabric marker. Okay, so let's get started. So I have the back of my shirt here. I am going to open it, and what I'm going to do is we're going to make the pleat that is located on the back of your most button down shirts. Okay, so what you do is we're gonna mark the center, and you can take your pen or your fabric marker. You just mark the center here on the back of your shirt, and on the opposite side, you just measure over and do a 1/4 inch and mark. And on the side of that, you do another 1/4 inch and you'll mark. And do that on the opposite side also. 1/4 inch, mark, 1/4 inch, then mark. You'll have a total of 5 marks on the back of your shirt. Your marking should look like this. So we're just going to match this, the last marking here, to the center of the shirt. And then we're going to also get the last marking that you made here, and we're going to put those together and mark that right. We're going to put that with the center also, just like that. I'm going to butt them up together, and you'll just take your pen and you're going to just pin that together just like that. And what we'll do is we're going to take this to the sewing machine, and we're just going to do a basting stitch here, just so we can get that pleat like that. I'm not sure if you can see it, but we're just so we can get the pleat for the back of our shirt. Okay, all right, so now let's grab our the top back of our shirt, and we're going to put this right side together. Just lay it here, right sides together. And what we're going to do is we're going to pin along this straight line here. And I'm just going to, if you don't have a serger, you can zigzag stitch it here, but I'm just going to serge my raw ends. Okay, so I went to the sewing machine, did my 1/2 inch seam allowance to attach my top part of my shirt to the bottom part of my shirt. And I serged my raw ends, and what I just went ahead and brought it to my iron, and I ironed my seam here upward, and I just did a top stitch here just to keep it, nice and neat. All right, let's move on. Okay, so grab your front shirt pieces, and you can just have them. I got both of my front shirt pieces. This is where you will need your interfacing. Okay, so I got 2 strips of interfacing. I just cut it like 1 inch. So I'm gonna iron this on here. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my fabric, and I'm gonna put it on the wrong side. Lay my interfacing here along the edge, the raw edge of my shirts. Okay, just like that. And I'm gonna iron it on. Just like that. I'm gonna fold my shirt pieces in 1 inch, okay? Just like that. To the wrong side. So fold it in 1 inch here, just like that. And then I'm going to fold it in again, another inch. Alright, and this is going to be for my buttons, okay? Repeat the same step for your other front shirt, okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this to the sewing machine here. I'm going to do a 1/8 inch top stitch down each fold of my front shirt, okay? Placket is top stitch. Now I'm going to get my back, grab the back of my shirt, and I'm gonna have this right side up, and I'm just going to take both of my front pieces and I'm gonna line them up here at my shoulder seams, just like that, and I'm gonna pin. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna take this to the sewing machine and do a 1/2 inch seam allowance here on both shoulder seams, and you can serge or zigzag your raw ends, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've attached my shoulder seams and I have pressed them, and I also ironed them towards the back of the shirt, and I just did a 1/8 inch top stitch on both shoulder seams. So now let's put this piece together, put it together. So now this is the back of my shirt here. Take your front pieces and you fold them right sides together, just like this. All right. Right sides together. Matching your shoulder seams on your front and your back of your shirt. And we're just gonna pin along both side seams here, and we're going to serge or zigzag stitch, whatever you prefer, whatever you like. Okay, so my side seams are done. I went ahead and serged my raw ends, and now we're going to attach those sleeves, baby. Okay, so I have both my sleeves here, and we're gonna do a memory fold for our short sleeves, okay? So what you do is we're going to fold our sleeve 1/4 inch on the wrong side, just like that. And we're gonna next we're gonna do a 1/2 inch, okay? So if you got your ruler, you can just measure it and just do a 1/2 inch. Just like that. You just repeat this step for your other sleeve. Okay, so I have my memory fold on both of my sleeves. We're gonna open them up on both sleeves, and what we're gonna do is we're going to match right sides together, okay? Match these sleeves up. And we're gonna pin. Alright, so we're gonna just take it to the sewing machine, do a 1/2 inch seam allowance, serge our raw end. Okay, my sleeves are done. I hem the bottom of my sleeve. Now, let's just attach them to our shirt. Okay, so get your sleeve, and it's on the right side out. And what you're gonna do is you're just going to insert it into your armhole here, your armhole. So, right sides together, matching up your underarm seam here. And we're just going to match those up, and we're going to just pin all the way around. And when you're done, just pin your stitch. You'll do a 1/2 inch seam allowance and just finish your raw ends with a zigzag stitch, or you can serge it off. All right, let's sew these sleeves on. Okay, so I have attached my sleeves to my shirt. So now let's get started with the collar. All right, let's get our collar. And this is right side up, and we'll get our other collar piece here. We're gonna put these right sides together, just like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to sew our short ends here, the long end, and back to the other short end. We're gonna just use a 1/4 inch seam allowance this time, so not a 1/2 inch. So take this with just pin and sew, and I'll be right back. All right, I got it pinned. Once again, my short sides and this curved piece. So do not sew this piece here, because that's going to be attached to your shirt. So okay, so I've sewn my short sides and this long side piece together, and I'm just going to clip my ends here, just like that. And let's just turn this right side out. Okay, just like that. Just gonna turn it right side out. And if you have something, you can just poke in your collar corners here so they can poke out a little bit better. On both sides. Just like that. And now you just take this to your iron and just iron it out and press it. So I grabbed one of my my collar stands. This is my lining, and I'm gonna flip this the wrong side up. And I'm going to fold the long straight raw ends a 1/2 inch to the wrong side of the collar press. I'm just gonna fold it 1/2 inch, and then I'm gonna press it. So the long straight side here, and we're just gonna press it up just like that, a 1/2 inch. Grab your collar and you fold it in half like this. And you also will fold your collar stand in half to the wrong side. And what the center point that we made, we're gonna make sure we just line these two up. So here's our center point. Here's my center point for my collar, and the center for my collar stand. Okay, so we're gonna match these two up. I'm gonna place this right side up, and then I'm gonna place my collar right side up, just like that. So I'm matching those two together, just like that, okay? I'm gonna take these pin out. What I'm going to do next is, I got my raw ends, those two raw ends put together. Now I'm just gonna take it to the sewing machine and just do a basting stitch to keep these two together, and I'll be back. Grab your other collar stand, and we're gonna lay this right side up, and we're gonna pin all the way around and do a 1/2 inch seam allowance. We're gonna sew it together, and I'll be back. All right, so I did my 1/2 inch seam allowance to connect my stand and my collar piece, and now we're just gonna trim off just the 1/4 inch of your seam allowance. All right, now flip your collar down, your collar stand down, and you just need to press it. Press your collar stand down. Okay, so let's grab your shirt. And what you'll need to do next is, I'm gonna have it facing down here. I'm gonna have my back facing up. And you just find your center part of find the center of the back of your shirt. And you also, if you lost it, find the center of the back of your your collar, okay? Just like that. And what you'll do is you're gonna line these up right sides together, okay? And using the raw ends here, okay? Okay, so starting at the center back of my top of my shirt, I'm going to pin the center of my collar to the center of the back. So we're gonna match these up and put them together. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to line these raw ends up and pin all the way around until I get to the front. Okay, so I pinned my shirt to the main lining that we had already out, okay? Because here is the fold and there's the lining. So now what we're gonna do is you're just gonna do a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way across here just to attach the collar to the shirt. Okay, so I have attached my main collar stand to the back of my shirt, the back and front of my shirt, okay? And it's okay if you have like a 1/8 inch. You should have 1/8 inch of, you know, of excess. You can just clip that off. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to fold our collar stand. We're just gonna pin this. We're just enclosing our raw end. Okay, so I have it pinned. I'm gonna take this to the sewing machine and just do a top stitch along the top here and to enclose this folded in here. I'll be back. Okay, our collar is done. Super cute. Now, let's put on our button. Okay, so if you don't have one of these cool little gadgets, it's fine, you know. You can just do it however you like. But my spaces are like 2.5 inches apart, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my fabric marker. I'm going to, like, the best way I can, mark each section. Spot on my So right now I am folding the bottom hem of my shirt to the wrong side, 1/4 inch, and I will repeat another 1/4 inch. Take it to the sewing machine and you're done. Y'all cannot tell me that my nephew was not sharper than a number two pencil. Do you hear me? I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's so handsome with all them doggone dimples. Lord, these girls, they're gonna be everywhere. My future. I don't know. Like, if y'all got little cute, handsome nephews and sons and stuff, like, tell me what I'm gonna have to do, because my nephew just too doggone lit. So, if you have not gotten the Bayfield shirt pattern, go pick that up, Little Lizzie King. I put that in the description box, okay? So yeah, check me out next week, and then we're gonna do the Oakland pants here. You know what I'm saying? They're super cute. It's unisex. They have several different options. I can link that in the description also, so you know what I'm saying. Get your pattern all cut out and get yourself ready. But thank you guys so much for sewing with me. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bells. And shout out to all my new subscribers. Oh, thank y'all so much. I mean, I'm moving up, baby. I'm on my way up. Do you hear me? So yes, yeah, like, come sew with me. Come hang out with me. You know, you never know. You might get a feature from Miley. You know what I'm saying? Cause she's super lit too. Now don't get in your feelings if me and her have a little, you know, have to have a little come to Jesus meeting. Cause you know, she got that takeover spirit. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next week. See ya.